Yo guys, and welcome to the second episode of this series, and today is meant to be the third episode, but we missed a game and I'll explain why right now. Basically, our fourth game of the season and the second game that we were going to record, we couldn't make it due to like people's work commitments and like school commitments and whatever. We couldn't get 5 players and that meant we had to forfeit the game, so it went down as a loss for us, unfortunately. But the plus side was that the team who were first, they actually drew on that day, so it wasn't like the worst case scenario. We only lost out on 1 point, well 4 points because obviously we dropped 3. But that meant in the game that you're about to watch, we had the chance to overtake the first place as we're playing them. If we won, we go first. If they won, they stay first. So it was a big game in the season. So let's just jump into the game right now and see if we can take the first place. One thing you should know is that we got 2 new players playing for us today. One's David, as you can see, is playing at the back there, and the other is TK. He's on the bench. You're about to see him about like 5-10 minutes into the game. But yeah, I'm playing on the left. George is kind of in front of David, but on the right to him, and Lee's up front. Obviously, we're jacking goals. As he's about to hit any second now. There you go. That's the start of the game. But here's the first chance of the game as our new signing David intercepts their play, takes it out wide, gets a shot off. The keeper saves it, but it falls out to Lee, and he probably should be scoring there, but it's only like 10 seconds into the game at this point, so I'll let him off for now. But he should be scoring realistically. And here George gives the ball to Lee, and this number 9, I don't know what he's doing for their team. Like, he just takes Lee out for no reason. It's like early in the game, he's just like, I don't know why he's doing that, but you know.
He should be banned for a long time because that was the most dangerous thing I've seen in a football field for many, many years.
But check out the composure from David. Like, there's 2 players running towards him, doesn't faze him whatsoever, skips past them, and he could have taken the easy option there, passed it to Jack, but nah, spins this number 6 with ease, and eventually gets a shot off, but it's blocked, as you're about to see now. There you go. But check this out.
He could have been killed.
To be fair to David, he bounced back up straight away. Like, if that was me, bro, I would be on the floor, but you know, David's a bit of a soldier. Here Jack rolls the ball out to me, and I'm looking for an option, so I'll give it into Lee, but it isn't the best pass ever, but he makes the most of it, to be fair to him. He does a good job to win the ball, and I'm going to pause it there because he should be passing it to George, realistically, and I feel like Gary Neville putting that line in, but, you know, realistically, he should be passing to George. I don't know why he doesn't, but yeah, I wasn't happy about it. No one was really happy about that, and David clears with the rest, but Jack rolls the ball out to George here, and as you can see, I'm making a bit of a run in behind there on the left. George takes into this great area and then eventually passes it to me, and I take a shot. And realistically, I probably should be scoring. I know it's on my left foot, but still, I probably should be scoring that. Again, check out this composure by David. This guy's hot on his heels here, but he's not fazed by him whatsoever. Knocks it round him with ease. Gets past his number 9 as well. And he could have shot, but now he passes it to Lee, which was the right option. And Lee misses. So that's 2 chances he's missed already. But this number 10's got the ball up the other end, takes a shot, but Jack's equal to it, and he bails us out a bit there. But yo, check this save out by Jack. It's like one of the best saves I've ever seen in person. Like, look at that. I'm about to show you a replay. There you go. Off David's foot, it's deflected, it's low, it's fast, it's hard, and Jack gets down and saves it. I mean, that's like by far one of the best saves I've seen at 87. Like, I thought the ball was past him, it was more or less a goal already, but now he gets there, he makes the save, and I'm not going to commentate over this, I don't want to watch it. I don't know why I've left the slow motion replay, man. I can't even watch that, but in real time, yeah, you can't hear it on the camera, but it sounded like a balloon popped, like real shit, bro. I thought he died. Like, the way he goes down, I thought he died, but eventually he gets back up. I mean, fair play to him. He didn't make a meal out of it. I thought he was gonna knock me out, bro. I thought he was angry, but now we shook hands and it was all cool. But yo, fair play to him. He's a bit of a soldier for getting up from that. But after that, David passes the ball out to me in a bit of space, and I play a 1-2 with Lee eventually, as you're about to see. There you go. And I take a shot first time, and the keeper does well to get down. I mean, like, the ball is pretty much past him, and he gets down well, you know. Man like Dino Driz in goals, so I respect that save. But that was actually one of my last involvements. In fact, that was the last involvement of mine of that game. I do half, sorry, as I'm coming off for TK. And one thing you should know about TK is that he wears that do-rag because his hairline starts in line with his ears, like around here somewhere. And he has the same plastic surgeon as Kim Kardashian. But that's TK for you. Here Jack throws the ball out to George, but he gets dispossessed, as you're about to see. You can't see it right now, but yeah, there you go. And he takes it past George as well. He does well, to be fair to him. He steps on his foot a bit, but he gets a shot off, and it goes between Jack's legs. I mean, I can't say anything about Jack because he's made a few great saves already, but man like Dino Driz already getting on the score sheet. He's just come out of goals as well, so fair play to him. But here, this number 10's weaving in and out of players, past Lee, past George, past TK, but not past David. Love to see that defending by him. But they try to manifest another attack through this number 10, but TK's having none of it. I mean, look at this. Look at that. Power. That number 10, he's not having it. He thinks that's a foul, but nah, it's good defending. David dribbles past his number 10 looking for an equaliser. He gets a shot off eventually, as you're about to see now. But unfortunately, this keeper saves it. But yet again, it's that same number 10 causing more problems. He's past TK, he works the yard on George, gets a shot off, but Jack's equal to that. And just after that, this number 6 has a bit of a loose touch, but David capitalizes on that, gets a shot off eventually from this great area, and as you can see, it goes into the bottom left corner, so that's 1-1, David's first goal obviously, and we're back in the game. Also, as you can see, walking on your pitch now is Cameron in the grey jumper, so the team looks a little something like that with Lee going off for him, I'm pretty sure it was. So yeah, Cameron just going up front and the rest of the team stays the same. This guy here for their team on the ball right now, he had a tough time against David, and it all starts from this little roulette he got done to him. But I'm about to show you all the highlights where David just demolished this kid, man. But here, this team's been a bit too confident playing around with the ball in their own half, around their goal area. But George dispossesses them, gets a shot off, but unfortunately hits the crossbar, and the goal actually moved up. Like, did you see how much power he hit that with? But yeah, unfortunately he hits the bar, and that probably should have been a goal. But Cameron does the rest, eventually passes it to Jack. But yet again, that same number 10 is causing more problems. Gets a shot off, but Cameron's equal to it. He blocks it quite nicely, to be fair, and probably prevents a goal as well. But here, Jack rolls the ball out to Cameron, and he thinks he's like an Iniesta type player here. Tries to give it into George, but it's a misplaced pass, and the number 10 actually scores. So Cameron's calling for a foul. I don't think it was a foul, but it wasn't the worst mistake by him. But yeah, either way, they scored, and it's 2-1 to them. So we're behind for the second time in the game. Again, here's David making the game look too easy. Just like, look at that, man. Just skips past him like he's not even there. Gets through this guy as well. Gives it out to George, but unfortunately, he hits the side netting. Just watch this from David. Like, that is rude, man. This number 9 should just walk off the pitch because he's got no place after that. TK misses his first chance, misses his second, but he gets a third one. Will he score? Yes, he will. He puts it in the top left corner, and that's 2-2. So we get it back equals for the second time in the game. Hopefully, we don't go behind again, but we'll see about that. And yeah, that's obviously TK's first goal as well. As you can see here, Cameron's just creeping into a bit of space, and the ball comes out to him, and I just shouted to him, keep it down, which he did do. It wasn't the best shot ever, but it was better than his one last week. Let's leave it like that.
Well, we hope not.
Here, David gives the ball in to George. He tries to take a shot, but Dino Driz blocks it, as you're about to see. There you go. And it falls out to his number 10, takes it past Cameron with a lazy foot, and yeah, it gets in the bottom right corner to him. And yeah, I think he hit the post and went in, so I don't think there's much Jack could have done about it. But we're behind for the third time in the game, and it's just the first half yet, so it's not looking too good right now. But we're still in this game, so it's not all that bad. Here's David once again giving this guy more of a tough time. Like, he just skips past him like he's not even there. But eventually he runs into a bit of trouble, but he breaks his way out to George, as you're about to see. And George eventually gives it back to David, and just watch this touch by David. Yeah, watch this, as you're about to see right now. That is just too easy, man. Skips past this guy with ease, takes a shot, and it's yet another goal for David. That's his second goal, and our third goal of the game. So it's 3-3 right now. We pulled it back for the third time in the game, and hopefully we don't go behind from this point now. But that was actually the last shot of the half. As you're about to see, everyone walks on the pitch now. So yeah. Now basically what we were saying here is, like, we can obviously score goals. We scored 3 already, so like that's not the problem. It's just conceding. We need to be a bit more stronger in defence, and yeah, we should win this game basically. But here's Thomas's first involvement in the game, as he's coming on for TK, and Lee's also coming on for George as well. So that's how the team's kind of looking going into the second half. Now this is about like 10 seconds maybe into the second half, and Lee's putting this guy under pressure. He thinks it's a bit too easy for him, but Lee dispossesses him, as you're about to see. He eventually gets a shot off, and that goes in the bottom right corner. So we go ahead in the game for the first time, and yeah, Lee gets his first goal. So that's 4-3 to us, and hopefully we can just stay ahead at this point. Once again, here's David finding it too easy, just in and out of these players, and you think he would score, but I don't know how he's kicked it that wide, but yeah, I would have really expected him to score there. Here, David passes it into Cameron, who eventually gives it into Lee, as you're about to see, and yeah, he takes a shot, but he misses. I would say it's more of a good save than a bad shot, but he probably still should be scoring, if you know what I mean. But Lee probably could have got like 3 or 4 goals for himself today, and he gets skipped past too easy, but yeah, David's there, and look how cool he looks when he does that. I mean, it's just too easy for him. And yet again, it's that same number 10 causing more problems. He gets a shot off, as you're about to see, and it actually hits the post. And yeah, David loses the ball here, so he had another chance, but Jack's out there to meet him. And yeah, Jack kind of injures him, but you know, fair play to Jack, because I would have probably not gone in for that. You know, the guy was stood up and everything, and even when he's in goals, he still manages to floor people. So like, Jack's a proper warrior for this club, man, I'm telling you. But just after that, I'm going to be coming on for Cameron, so that's what the team kind of looks like right now. I think that was the only sub, but that number 10's back on his feet now. And this was my first involvement. I just lost the ball, so it wasn't the best start, but yeah, Jack's there to bail me out, and it falls to Lee. I make a run, but he decides that he doesn't need me, takes a shot, and it goes just wide, and Thomas misses that rebound, the follow-up, and yeah, that was that. Like, I don't even want to watch this, man. Like, I dispossessed this guy here, and I'm 2 on goal, and I can't watch that. Like, I think it's over now. Yeah, it is. I should be scoring that all day long. Like, I don't know how I've hit the side netting from there, but that was my easiest chance to score. They don't come easier than that. But here's David rouletting this guy with ease. Like, too easy for this kid. He shouldn't be playing. He's a different level to these kids. But he passes it into Lee here. He takes a shot, and again, that's another chance to score, but he hits it right at the keeper. But this number 11 wins the ball off him, and yeah, I'm just gonna let you guys watch this clip alone.
He needs some milk.
Just watch the way his left foot gets like stuck in the ground. There you go. It just gets planted in the ground for a second and he rolls over it. So it wasn't the nicest thing to see. I don't know why I slowed it down, but yeah, he was on the ground for a good like 5-10 minutes after that. He's the same guy who got kicked in the balls earlier as well. So he went through a lot this game, but the game was stopped and that number 10 wasn't happy about it. In fact, he was so angry that he scored a nice goal as well. He went side net and everything. But yeah, this physio comes out with a magic spray. You know how it is. That could cure cancer. So yeah, eventually he gets back up and we get on with the game. Also, someone in the distance shouted, "Go to the camera and put your thumbs up if you're gay." And then David does this, like, you know what I mean? I don't know what to say about that, really. And then just after that, someone said, "Look at the camera and wave if you're gay." And then TK does this. Again, I don't know what these guys are on, but yeah, there you go. But unfortunately, and I don't know why, my phone stopped recording. Like, it wasn't down to storage, it wasn't because there was a phone call in between. I don't know why, but after the game we checked the phone and it was off. And I'm not making it up for whatever reason, but you can see the score here on the website. We won the game 9-6, so that put us at the top of the league. And this is what the table looks like right now. So there, as you can see, we played 5, won 4, obviously lost 1 because we had to forfeit 1. And yeah, that puts us on 12 points for the season. And the second place has got 10 right now. So, you know, one game could change the whole league complexion. So we got to be careful. Actually, there's 2 teams on 10 points. I didn't even know that. But we're actually playing Man Kill Me AFC in 2 weeks from now. So hopefully we can create more distance between the teams in that game. But yeah, either way, we're top of the league. And yeah, it feels good to be there, man. It took a while to get there. It took 5 games to get there. But, you know, all that matters is that we're there now. And we need to stay at the top of the league, really. Again, I apologise that the phone cut off.
Sorry.
Come here.
I'm sorry, Helen.
It's okay.
Because like, there's nothing I can do about it. I don't know why it's done that. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. But yeah, either way, the goal scorers were David got 4, TK got 1, Lee got 2, George got 1, and Cameron got 1. I believe that makes 9. But again, I'm sorry about the phone cutting off. There's nothing I can do about it, like I say. But next week, I will make sure that I keep checking the phone to make sure it's recording. That's the only way I can see, like, me preventing that from happening again. Now, I know in the last episode, I promised to score a goal in the next game, and obviously I didn't deliver, but I know what that's down to. It was my boots. My boots were tight, and I'm not making excuses, alright? My boots were tight, it wasn't comfortable to play in, but I made sure to rectify that with these here, and I'm about to show you what's inside. These boots here are going to help me to score in every single game now. I'm telling you. Like, I've even got my name put on the boots as well. Like, you can't go wrong with that. You know I can't be missing chances with these boots. Like, every player's going to notice me with these hot pink boots. But yeah, I promise to score 2 goals now in these boots the next game we play. There's no way I'm going to fail with these boots on. They're perfect fitting and everything. That's if I wear them as well. If it's raining, I'm not wearing these boots. But yeah, hopefully these will change my footballing style and shit like that. They probably won't, but we'll see. I mean, it's got my name on it, you know what I mean? I can't be losing when my boots have got my name on it. It's inverted, but you know what I mean? So we'll see if these make the difference next week, I suppose. But yeah, anyway, back to the game. Obviously, I'm really happy that we're top of the league now. Like I said earlier, it's about keeping that. So hopefully in the next game we can win that and like maybe build a bit of distance, who knows, if the other teams drop points. As for the man of the match, I'd probably give it to David or Jack as well, to be fair to him, because if Jack let in them goals that he saved, we would not have won that. So a lot of credit has to go to Jack as well. So if you want to check out the full 30-minute game or like the 20-minute game, because it cut off the last 5 or 10, so you can check that out on my channel as well. But other than that, that's about this episode done. So make sure you're here next week to find out if we win our next game and if we build a bit of distance in the league, or if we lose, who knows. But and if I score my 2 goals as well, like I promised this time, in my new boots. So come back for that. If you like this episode, like it, share, comment, all of that good stuff. And other than that, I'll just see you next week.